La 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 lattes were a.
From jail. Young Thug and Gunna are two of 28 defendants charged in this RICO case. All 28 members of the Young Slime Life record label, which prosecutors are accusing of having a connection to street gang activity. Motion hearings for Young Thug and other YSL members happening right now. Our team is there. We will be sure to bring you the very latest online and here on air. Here is a look at the moments Atlanta-born rapper Gunna walked out of the Fulton County Jail late yesterday afternoon. The rapper, whose real name is Sergio Kitchens, made a deal with prosecutors to make this all happen. Now, Gunna will not have to stand trial early next year with rapper Young Thug and the more than 24 other defendants who prosecutors say were part of a racketeering conspiracy. And despite Gunna releasing a statement saying otherwise, documents from his plea deal show if called to testify when his co-defendants head to trial, the rapper would have to take the stand. John Sherrick on that part of the story for us.
Gunna's Sergio Kitchens leaving the Fulton County Jail 7 months after he'd surrendered. He is a free man. The man Fulton County prosecutors had said was deeply involved with rapper Young Thug and 26 others in a violent gang called YSL. Gunna pleaded guilty to 1 count of racketeering, and it was an Alford plea, meaning Gunna does not admit to doing anything wrong, despite pleading guilty to the charge.
I'm pleading guilty, but not admitting I'm guilty. It's just legal jargon, legal maneuvering, but it's the same as a regular guilty plea.
Atlanta attorney Daryl Cohen, who is not part of the case, says prosecutors likely just wanted Gunna out of the way as they focus on trying to convict the others.
Because he's a minor player, so it's just going to clear the deck, if you will, to give us, that is the prosecution, an opportunity to go after the big players in this case.
Gunna was charged with just 1 count of racketeering in the massive indictment. He was accused of dealing in drugs and stolen merchandise along with other alleged gang members. By contrast, Young Thug Jeffrey Williams was indicted on 8 counts. Gunna made it clear in a public statement released by his attorney that his deal with prosecutors does not require him to be a prosecution witness against the others. Quote, "I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case."
He's trying to save his cred and his world.
Gunna says that as part of his deal with prosecutors, he will now, as he put it, try to educate young people that gangs and violence only lead to destruction. In Atlanta, John Sherrick, 11 Alive News.
We are staying on top of today's.
Oh, y'all, I've been waiting to do this video because this is crazy. I'm about to talk about Young Thug and Gunna. See, this is terrible. How 1 minute a person got a RICO and the next week they on some let them go. Some ain't right. Something is not right. This is why, once again, you do things by yourself. So the only person that can tell on you is yourself. Because me, ain't no way nobody can't tell me this man ain't telling. Ain't no way. He gave them something for his freedom because they wouldn't have been so eager to get him if they didn't feel he played any parts in any of those situations. Now, don't get me wrong. Thug might have been, the head cup of tea. But there was other cup of teas up underneath those cup of teas that was making movements within that tea making. Let's put it that way. He wasn't the only one that was doing things. Now he's the only person that's getting blamed for everything. But that's the crazy part about it for me. Listen, let me see. Drop in the comments and let me know if you agree with me on this right here. Right? If this man, right, was able to get let go for the parts that he played with the charges that he got as of right now. I'm not talking about the charges that they first was putting him under. I'm talking about right now. If he was able to be let go under those charges that he had, why did they put up such a big thing to be able to get him? That would be petty crimes. I mean, just being honest. Oh, you're not that serious. We really want this person over here. But now, if I know you played major parts in this situation, close to this person over here, And all we got to get you to do is admit to this, that, and the third. Oh, yeah, we'll take a loss on that to get the bigger fish. If we got to lose out on the little fish to get the big fish, let's get the little fish to start talking so we can get everything we need on the big fish. Because frying the bigger fish is a bigger meal. But that don't mean that the little fish wasn't out there catching meals with the big fish. Because he was there when Young Thug was balling in the gym doing all that crazy stuff. All right? People were shooting off whole sides of people's heads and stuff. And you get to walk and be on probation? Now, my thing is, if you do something, you should definitely be punished for what it is that you've done. Now, collectively, I don't think that it'd be fair that people be getting a chance to snitch when they play full parts in what was going on. There's no discipline in that. That means that this man got to create just as much damage as one other man did, but only one man is going to be punished due to the fact is that this person got a little more information. It just shows that one person is more loyal in a situation, because regardless to what charges they say they got, what witnesses they say they got, you ain't hear Thug say nothing yet. You ain't hear this man say nothing yet. Listen, if you say you got what you say on me, then there's no need for you to talk to me. It's nothing for us to talk about. If you're going to charge me, charge me. Don't think you're going to get me to blow the whistle on this person and that person, because I'm not into that. But people know how to spot a weak one from a mile away. And they knew, even though his name was Gunna, he should have been called Knife. Or maybe Water Balloon. Something like that. Anyway, I say water balloon because water balloons pop. And that means at some point they can't no longer hold water. And that's what they seen in him that they didn't see in Thug. Thug is not going to be telling nothing. But we know this one over here ain't built the same. So he gonna have a story to tell. And what happens? Now the person named Gunna done became the whisperer. His name is now the whisperer, or the quiet speaker. The one that's talking. That's what we gonna name him. The one that's talking. Because that's where he is now. The one that's talking. Ain't no way he going back to no regular life. Ain't nobody where you coming from going to respect you. I don't want to be near you. You might know some of my business and go tell it. To get off probation. You might not want to be on 5-year probation and go back to the FBI like, listen, I got information on so-and-so. Listen, if you clear me of that 5-month probation, I got a story to tell. No. So what your life was is not what your life is going to be. You might as well have stayed in jail, because now, just being honest, your life outside of jail is still going to be like jail, because nobody's going to fuck with you at all. You're now known on the street as a snitch. They don't want to hear that. Oh, no, they don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a snitching liar at that. They gonna ask you, was so-and-so the gun in the car yours? You gonna say no. So if it's only 2 people in the car and you say the gun ain't yours, that's saying without saying. That's that man gun. That ain't mine. That ain't mine. Nope, that's his. That's what you did. That's why people ain't got friends these days. Especially if they gotta have friends like you. So pow to Gunna this week for being a snitch. This has been your girl T with the Tay. Tay with the T. However you want to put it, baby. And I am out. Alright? 100K chase. Like, comment, share, subscribe to your girl.
Lattes were a.